You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Radiant team banned.
Hello, and welcome back. We are already into the next draft, so we're going to get into it right away. We've got the loser bracket match, or the lower bracket round 1, whatever you want to call it. These two teams lost today, so now they're going to play. One team goes home, one team has a chance to continue and compete in what is now a $27 million TI tournament. I'm Kyle, that's FazeKip, that old guy's Alan, and that dude's,
what's his name again?
Frank. Cool.
Seems good.
All right.
Let's do it.
Royal Never Give Up versus Invictus Gaming. God damn, I have some energy today. This feels great. It is amazing what sleep does for you.
Did this guy just open a new Pango set? Is that what this is? Is that what this is about? I'm telling you, hats influence pro players as well. Yeah,
It's true.
it was
100%.
It was no coincidence that Skywrath, Void, and Prophet all got immortals in that treasure, and then all of those heroes, like people played them a little. They were like, wait, these heroes are actually good. and they just started picking them. So
Neverend had parts of the new Wraith King set last game too. Actually.
Okay. Yeah,
and
Ferrari had the 430 had the
Ember Mask.
Shadow Shaman's been pretty popular as well. Shadow Shaman is looked strong, actually. We talked about the Grimstroke as like, oh, you got the versatility in your skill build. You can do more damage, more silence, more stuff like that. We've been seeing that from the Shadow Shaman too.
We have, but you've really got to question whether that strength in lane is going to hold up against what's likely to be a Dark Sphere or Spirit Breaker.
The high-powered rifle just shoots across the map and blows you up.
It's not. It's more a missile, I think.
Well, and it's firing irradiated projectiles because he's gonna have Iron Shell on in that char.
You guys watch Chernobyl yet?
No, I haven't.
It's really good.
Everybody in the world has told me it's excellent.
It's sensationalized a little bit.
Have you watched?
It's pretty good.
Dark Season 2?
I have not. I actually haven't even seen the first season, but I need to.
It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, Omnipick coming into the second phase here. Obviously, hard to question that. Takes so many of the carries, like Sven, that you would have been thinking about second phase with RNG off the board.
So is it Omni's support now? Is that the go?
No, not necessarily. This could easily be Pango mid. This could be Pango 4.
Like it.
AA pick.
I love it. I do, because this is one of the reasons I love early picking the 4s when they're Spirit Breaker, Earth Spirit, what's the other one I'm missing? Tusk at times, even though that's like not meta anymore.
Tusk, Ogre, Undying.
Yeah, but
those guys,
mostly
right?
Spirit Breaker, Earth Spirit, because they can roam. They're decent laners, Spirit Breaker better, and it sets you up to pick heroes like AA. It's a great AA game. You're playing it like it was in the previous series, but now you have beef in front of it. Yeah. You don't want to be in a scenario where both your support are weak.
Yeah.
Because then you just get shredded.
And it's the beef guy that jumps in, and it also sets up your combo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas if it was just like somebody tanky up in the front, kind of creating space, it's like it's still, you don't want to commit your ulti when you're not for sure going to be able to burst the guy where it's obvious. You follow the missile into battle, basically. You follow it up with a second volley.
It makes,
It feels awkward, though, to me in terms of the laning configurations. Because you don't want to try lane with Spirit Breaker and Darkseer. A lot of the combinations that make for strong dueling with A, like the Wraith King and Sven, you don't want to play Omni Knight. So I'm a little bit...
I think you just go, you can go like Jug. I like Jug AA a lot.
Alright, Jug,
you just go with style.
Okay.
You don't necessarily play around the cold feet, maybe 1 point. Yeah. You go like 1, 2, 2.
You're probably not playing around the cold feet anyway because you're against Pangolier.
Yeah.
Like Pango's just going to swashbuckle out if you...
Life Stealer as well is a possibility.
Life Stealer, I'm
not great against Omni though.
No. You know what though? I'm on board.
What
with
if they just troll here?
Isn't this a 5 Omni?
Anti-mage.
Okay.
Okay.
It's had a lot of success so far.
Theoretical rating encounter.
Oh yeah, no, Animage is sick in this. Animage had been 12-3 in this patch as of the other day.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty tanky against Pangolin too. You don't have to worry as much about the first couple of fights of the rolling boulder and javelins and stuff.
Yeah,
That part's kind of nice.
Just jump on these supports in the back lines as well.
Yeah.
Slay the Shadow Shaman in the...
Are you looking up? I might have been wrong with
support,
that.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I might have been wrong with that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Wait, what am I looking up?
Animage.
Everything. You're wrong about that. Everything. Yeah.
Got him.
Got him.
I knew you were on this panel for a reason, Kev.
Alright.
Also, remember, please check out our sponsors. You can see one behind me, but of course, the one you need to check out is youtube.com/bridgegamers.
Yeah.
Well, but the other spot, Monster Energy,
Yep.
keeping us energized. Uber Eats,
I should have
keeping
grabbed
us
one,
fed.
actually.
And
I've got my bubble.
Sennheiser Audio, the official audio sponsor, Beyond the Sun.
And Instagram.com/Kyle
No one's going to notice if that GSB 670
All right.
is it?
Oh
Is
god,
it-
Huh?
Isn't here when
hot
you
dudes
leave.
only.
No.
Okay.
But you can come too. It's fine.
All right. So
Let's get into the game, please, guys. Let's stay serious here. What's this pick? Alina. I like it. Good synergy with AA. Another hero naturally synergizes with the Spirit Breaker. You charge, you stun,
Yeah.
boom,
And
make magic.
So, again, if this were another team before the Lena pick, maybe talk about Meepo.
Lena's like the
Meepo
best.
destroys AM,
Yeah.
but
Lena's like the best unknown opponent mid hero as well, right? Like you don't know what you're playing
Yeah.
into. Lena
No.
always feels good.
no,
By the way-
because TA.
So Animage has
But you don't take TA here into Darkseer, etc. But
It's not as good anymore though, because of the Jedi thing.
yeah,
you could still. I think you could still pick it into Darkseer just because it's so good against
it's
TA and or AM. And Lena.
that's yeah. Again, that's the one thing about
Oh,
the unknown.
jeez, it's a pretty good Meepo game.
I
too.
said that.
That's what
like,
he was just saying.
I know.
All right. Well, oh my
AM.
God, you baited. You baited.
I love it. It's so good when I get you.
Man.
AM
And
has
you
a
do it a
50%
lot.
win rate in 17 games in the qualifiers.
50% in 17 games is not possible.
But in
All right.
52.97, whatever the
Okay.
hell, Alan. Come on, stop. Stop that, all right? You're getting cocky, Alan.
Gotcha.
Goodness gracious. But AM in China is 4-1. So it's had a ton of success.
I hate
I don't know.
Gordon and
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Here's why.
AMSB.
What?
Against AMSB,
Yeah.
it's a little iffy.
Well, no, I hate it because Ark's whole thing, at least in the recent past, has been, I'm going to get to level 25, you're not going to be able to end the game before then, and then I have this ridiculous talent, you'll never break my high ground. But AM's whole thing is, I'm going to get 6 out of 35 minutes and just walk into your base and destroy
Have
everything.
80% magic resistance.
Yeah.
Kevin, according to the schedule, you get the hell out of here.
No rock,
Schedule.
paper, scissors. You were in my head, by the way.
I was.
That rock, paper, scissors game.
Never
You
try
were
me.
dominant.
Wait, you want to play rock, paper, scissors before you go? Just to, like, redeem
I'm scared to
yourself?
lose my streak, dude.
I'll play you. How about this? I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. What is it?
11.
That's not
You're
possible.
not very good at this.
7.
No.
You're probably one of those like 1 to 3 people. I'm gonna say 2.
Nope.
Then you're definitely one of those 4 to 10, not 7 people.
That's correct.
10.
Nope.
Damn it. 9.
No, dude, you're getting for like you're not even close.
Is it 5?
No.
6.
No.
8.
No.
You know what I always...
I'm definitely
You know what
exhausted
I always
options.
pick?
You
7?
missed one.
You know what I...
That's a lot of
No.
numbers. What about these
Don't.
numbers?
That's the last word. You haven't.
Oh, it's dead even.
Yeah, almost.
What?
That's
It's
very
4.
close.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
He saved 4.
No, he said you're one of the 4 to 10 people. I thought he had me,
I
but
thought he said
didn't.
4
If
later.
you really
All right,
want to
look.
piss people off and doing that, you pick
I'm
pi.
picking.
Bye.
That it's round numbers, even integers.
I'm thinking
Alan.
of a number between you.
Positive
specify.
integers. Also, so we're gonna get into the game in a second. I'm gonna be your play-by-play caster.
Oh my
Basekip
God,
is our
we're
boy,
lost.
observer and stats man, and Alan is, I think, the analyst. God, we're screwed. Let's get into the action,
Wow.
boys and girls. Game 1 underway.
Please don't turn the stream off. There you go. The new Pango set.
Dun, da, da, da.
You were not wrong.
Does he have
and
the
it is a
taunt?
4 position Pango. Okay.
The taunt. Show me that taunt. He doesn't have. He ditched the parrot though. He wants the gun instead.
They kept the Omni at 3, slid the Pango over to 4. Do you agree with that, Kyle?
I'm not sure. I was thinking about it. You don't necessarily like laning against AM as Pangolier, but I would agree that it's better. Like, I'd rather have a Pango core in this
I
game.
think you like laning against AM as Omni Knight that much better.
I would agree.
Huh.
It is one of the counter picks. Yeah, we'll see. Looks like we might have a bit of a fight over on the top rune. The stun going on to Afu. The charge as well onto Ali. He's going to get cold feeded. If that procs, he could be in trouble. Afu will certainly die first. Gets an auto attack off just to ensure that his teammates get the kill. Who's going to get the rune? Pangolier body blocks him and beats him to the spot. That's an excellent tackle there by my man. Dogfight.
3 out of 4 to the dire to offset that first blood.
Which is how much percentage, Alan?
75.
That's correct.
I thought I was the stats guy.
That's true.
I don't know.
I'm so used to like having to throw those softballs to Alan though.
He
can get a word in.
That's how it's gonna be, huh, Kyle? You started off so friendly tonight.
I try to keep you on your toes.
How's that working out for you?
Facing the Spirit Breaker.
Not so well.
He started with boots.
The Spear Breaker?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no stout.
Lana, man.
That's typical Lana. He is a boots for, you know, it's funny, all the way back TI6, back when he was playing, I believe, still with eHome. God, that was that epic EG eHome game. He always bought boots first, and I remember being befuddled because it was every single hero. Didn't matter what the scenario was. He's like, no, not boots. And in this scenario, it makes sense if he's going to just chase dogfights around. The problem is that dogfights will out-hit him because he has shield Uv. He's charging the Rasta, who will retreat under his tower. Should be fine. 6 and 6 on Wraith King already.
Wow,
why aren't they back laning is my question. This is my concern with, I mean, God, you know, I know we're sick of it, but at the same time, this is why people don't lane.
Well, exactly. I mean, yeah, I'm sick of it, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's optimal.
And that's I guess...
Especially when you have a hero like Spirit Breaker, you don't even need a stout shield to back lane.
Oh, wow. Look at the damage flyby staking. Did have the surge, though. It was level 2, so they back off of it.
That was one thing, by the way, one thing that was suggested to me as at least a small fix for the backline is to remove the double scout.
Yeah, I could see it. Maybe, you know, it's funny because remember when Blind Shield was just removed from the game?
Yeah, straight up removed.
It's that same scenario now where it feels like, you know, not necessarily the double shield, but just shield in general is just maybe too strong of an item for the gold. You know?
Yeah, or you just change the damage type on creeps to pierce, or have it go through block.
Sure. Have it so that
you know, so the damage block
shield.
works against heroes, maybe even neutrals, but not lane creeps.
Yeah. Maybe buff it against heroes and then nerf it against creeps.
Yeah,
that could make sense. It'll be interesting to see, well, one, whether there's one of those like genre meta defining patches after the qualifiers or just a bunch of tweaks.
It's typically the latter, right? Unless there's something just completely out of balance that we don't like. And I think this wave cutting problem is in the side lanes is going to get worse before it gets better. I feel like unless there's a change that we're going to see both side lanes wave cutting every game at DI.
Yeah. Especially, you know, the best teams in the world are going to fight. It's like remember the interview Notel gave? Oh, hang on, bottom lane, they're blinking onto the Omni Knight. He's going to take a couple of hits. If only there was an Uv, only it might be enough. Does have the boots advantage, but will not pursue. But yeah, Notel is discussing how he just tries to break the game, right?
Yeah.
And once again, gank mid, Shackles will land. Emo, try and hit another Spark Wraith if it lands. Should be a kill on the Lina, but no, dogfights. It teleports in as well. That should be enough to secure the kill. And it is Setsu going down. Teleport in from Line M, but not much to do here other than watch and soak up some XP while his core generates.
Your play-by-play is not bad.
I talk a lot, Alan.
I hadn't noticed.
It's crazy.
I also would not know anything about what it's like.
I gotta say, I'm like a different person when I sleep.
You really are.
It's amazing.
You really are.
I feel like that's true for most people, though. Anyway, we're in the game.
We are.
Make sure, by the way, if you guys are watching, to stay hydrated. Stretch it out. Don't sit in one spot for too long, guys. We want you to be healthy. We want you to be Dota fans forever.
We just installed Hydrated Bot in COD.
No, we didn't. We don't need a robot.
Perpetually out of mana.
He's got 6 creeps.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Isn't he turning into a 5? Just because his lane's so bad?
Yeah. Like Dogfight is gonna have his javelin.
Really?
That's
Before it's
ridiculous.
Maybe that was the plan, right? Where you realize the 4 will probably get more farm than the 3, just because you're against that AM. Charge mid. Emo going to tank the stun. Follow up from Setsu. Should have enough damage to finish this. So if there was no raindrop on Emo and takes a bag, that'll certainly secure the kill. The Flux doing a ton of damage, was not able to drop Tower Aggro on Setsu, and now Lan M, he's going to continue to fight, but he has no shield. He has no shield, and that was that a double damage?
Yeah.
On Ollie? Yeah, that was a lot of DPS.
Yeah, the boots first comes back to haunt. Never went back and picked up that stout shield.
I just don't know if I like the way they've played this top lane. The charge will come out now, teleported from Lan M. They're on top of dog fights. Oh, nice job. He actually jukes away, hits the rune, and then taunts on top.
Oh, yeah.
Only thing missing is the parrot from the new set.
You gotta do it with style.
ZZZ.
They can shrine up here. Nice value.
Checking out the net worth real quick.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Gap has closed considerably because Wraith King was up 10 CS
And-
not long ago, and
Yeah.
Anti-Mage completely unpressured now.
Omni Knight is actually in the 5th spot in net worth on his team. So perhaps that was the plan all along. Although this is where, you know, it comes back to the whole creep cutting thing, where I feel like if IG just had 2 heroes pulling these creep waves around, they'd have a much better laning phase. Mid lane, those, we have some action once again. Cold Feet on just
beats the
obliterated
Laguna.
by the Laguna. But now Setsu tanks the stun. TP from the ZZ Wraith getting early, very active as a safe lane carry. Should be enough to finish off Setsu. Afu now on the retreat. Will get slowed, stunned. He actually is going to go down as well. That max level Flux will certainly secure his demise as Emo gets the kill.
Yeah, you just see the weakness of the AA there. That I mean, he's trying to body block, and that's his biggest contribution to that fight. Is Lena gets the kill with the Laguna and tries to retreat down toward the river. Any other support there can cast a spell. AA is just kind of trying to block Rasta, but he gets the disable off anyway.
Treads complete on Monet. Down
More
the
or less
bottom
what we
lane.
expected so far.
Invis on Lana should be able to set up for a kill on the Shadow Shaman. Won't be able to get the charge off right away. Now well landed. Monet on the pursuit does have treads and that Mana Void active, but there is
Dangerous.
the repel from the Omni Knight. We'll be able to, or not the repel, the Heavenly Grace. This is still very scary. Nice counter spell by Monet will ensure that he's able to get that ult off no problem. The heal will land, but that's not going to be enough to save the roster.
Where are the
Now they're going to
TP
pursue the Omni Knight. He's going to just tank the Cold Feet under tower. Looked like he might be a kill as well. Gets the Grace off, but it's not going to mean anything.
Man.
Afu finishes him off.
If this were a pub, we'd be saying team.
Team?
I mean, he got chased around for a good 30 seconds.
this
This
is
is Shadow there in tier 1.
But look top. We've got ZZZ firing a Midas. Look mid. That's an Arc Warden.
Yeah.
Firing a Midas. Who's supposed to get involved? That's the problem with the lineup. If the off lane goes so poorly, all of a sudden you have this lane where you're weak. Not just weak, like you're a liability, and the 2 supports are not powerful enough to make moves.
Yeah, that's true. And to be fair, the Arc Warden had TP'd mid for the had gone back mid for the response on the Lena. So.
See, this is the other thing. This is like a concept that's difficult for me to explain, like mid-game, but you want to be thinking when you draft, okay, like which hero on my team is going to be able to teleport in response? And there's heroes like Storm, like Quap, like Puck that counter gank. And then there's heroes like Omni, which if he was a support, could be keeping his head on a swivel. Oh, friend in trouble, TP in, heal, Grace, save the core. But when you have a Pango as the 4 position, that's just not a possibility any longer.
8 base armor low. Spirit Breaker does not care. I guess his armor is not that high anymore, but still. Yeah, and I think that's a really important concept. I mean, do you remember Scrimming Wings before TI6? And
Yes.
we had these game plans where we were getting like free 50% damage on the opposing offlane tier 1 tower, like every game. Because it's some of these lanes that we're picking. And all of a sudden, we dive 1 time for kills and Wings TP's 4 heroes. Yep. And they were willing to do that with just any lineup.
Yep. They're one of the fastest playing teams in Dota. I think that's why, you know, I remember having a conversation with Puppy about this. He'll say, you know, what was the best team in Dota? And he'll hold to that until somebody wins another TI, that TI 1 to 3 Na'Vi is still #1. The other arguments could be like TI 4 to TI 6 EG, first third, pretty impressive.
I would give that. Yeah.
It's really interesting because if you ask I'd say at least half of like the old guard pro players will say that the team that played like the best Dota, the most beautiful Dota, is still Wings. And part of that's because they were fleeting, you know? They really weren't around for so long. They were in this incredible form at TI and then just kind of disappeared afterwards.
It's the same reason that we still talk about Tupac, right? I mean, we didn't get to see, like, the later albums that might not have been as good. Yeah. All right, smoke coming out from the Radiant side here. Doesn't look like they're going to find anything in the Dire jungle, but they might be wrapping around here onto Arc Warden.
They're going to get in. Mo drops the double bubble, standing in the middle of them, and they're trying to hit him, but for like, I don't know how that works, but it's quite annoying. Luckily, the ion shell damage will be enough to burn him down. They do get a counter kill onto the Setsu Lean. Bit of a punish there. Rune's top uncontested at the moment, not Fu. This is a TI main stage player right here. Will TP in to grab the one.
Yeah, it's still somehow underrated.
Omni Knight will be mana voided down. Monet finishes the kill, closing in on the Battle Fury already.
Does Monet just flat out carry this game?
I think he does, and that is the problem, I believe, with the IG lineup. However, do recall they have double minus. Emos is not up just yet. He'll be finishing it, I believe, with this creep. Needs the catapult to complete it. Top lane, dog finds a kill onto Afu. And this is, I think, the equalizer for IG. I think Angolier is one of those very underpicked heroes currently in the meta. Incredible mid-game fight. Like, the Rolling Thunder is still one of the best spells, pound for pound, in Dota 2. Lan M, speaking of pound for pound, he's going to go toe-to-toe with dogfights, trying to bash him into oblivion. Gets juked, unfortunately. Won't be able to land the Nether Strike unless he can get some more vision here. No quelling button on dogfights, but somehow it's as if he knows. It's as if he knows, and TP's.
He is going to get out.
What a boss.
Man, oh man. He's already online as much as he needs to be, but the question is at the 4 position, is he going to be able to get the levels to really threaten the aim? He's got the javelin up.
We've got double Midas, triple Midas in the mid lane as they now continue to push forwards, trying to do some damage to this critical tier 1. Wards go down, bubble goes down. This is not likely to be defended. I take that back as Lan M and Afu are smoked up, but I think this is a wise decision. They're going to retreat, not contest this tower, far too fortified of a position set up by IG, but instead will deeply invade the jungle, trying to place a ward. Afu still holding on to it, has sentries. There is one currently just above him. He doesn't want to place where he's standing.
Yeah.
As they now ping out the mid tower, perhaps that's their next play.
Yeah, but the spider sense has to be going off here for IG. Those heroes just haven't shown on the map in a while. You're not going to catch somebody on the backside of that.
Monet killing off the top tower. Feeling the pressure in the bottom lane. Tries to get out of dodge ASAP. The typical safe lane rotate towards the top lane once he hit the mid-game mark.
Yeah, that's one of the things that really has stood out about the play today compared to the 2 group stage days of coverage is these teams are just so much better at reading the map, at reading where the enemy team is going to set up for an engagement and being where they aren't when they want to farm.
Top lane, immediate initiation on ZZZ. He does have the ultimate active, however, dogfights immediately roll forwards. 2 heroes hit right away. It looks like Monet's in trouble. He's out of mana thanks to really just out of mana, actually. Don't know how that happened. Lanham's going to tank the stun to the face, gets crit down. ZZZ will happily trade his ultimate for 2 kills. What happened there to the AM?
Changes the texture of the game completely, and a huge mistake by Monet to be out of mana. Is there mana burn?
What changes the texture? What do you mean? You're like tasting the game right now?
It changes the feel of the game completely. I mean, AM looked like he was just going to snowball.
What, did it go from like velvet to corduroy or what?
Went from silky smooth to moderately rough.
Like an granite table, a granite countertop? Is it polished and
marble? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, tile floor now.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. I like it.
That makes perfect sense. I'm sure our viewers are very pleased with that.
I know Twitch chat is happy. They always are.
Sort of like Schrodinger's cat, right? Because there's so many people within the chat. The
casters are both alive and dead, but chat wishes that they're dead.
The chat is happy and sad at all times. There's so many.
But unless we open up the chat window, we'll never know.
Yeah. Remember, there are genuinely people in this chat that love Nahaz and wish he was at every single event, just like me.
Hi, Mom.
By that I mean I'm one of those people. Because I'm also in the chat. Hi, chat.
Oh, God. Caster in chat, please.
7-11 the score. 1,000 gold lead in the hands of IG. And to your point, it did look great for Monet, but he's not going to have a Battle Fury until the 15-minute mark, and those Midases have already been up and running for quite some time. And to your point, sure, AM always has that reach advantage to get inside the arc ward, but he will be squishy into the late game, and at a point, Besh going to hit 25 on AW. The Hex with Shadow Blade, it becomes impossible. Just lands effectively. Lana charging forward, right on top of it. It's going to have to land the ultimate before the Thunder comes off, blinks forward as well. Gets the Mana Void, finishes off the kill, no problem. Battle Fury will be completed in just a couple moments. Needs the 1 CS courier already on the way to the Secret Shop.
Those kills are going to help, but to your point about pushing his AM, when that is moderated is when he's playing from an item ahead, and it looked for a minute there like he was have that kind of cushion. We get a little engagement here in the Radiant side. It was a very dangerous place for Dire to fight, and they have the reach to prevent the disengage. The edge of the Ice Blast to me eats the Lagoon to the face. Omni Knight down.
Indeed. Setsu looking for more, perhaps. I love Lina when he gets surged. How fast this team moves. As I say that, ZZ blinks right in, fly by, obliterated. I love the blink. It's so good. If he had gone for that Brandless Radiance next item, I think they're losing this game for sure. But instead, he finds not 1 but 2 kills off the next and a double kill to the Arc Warden.
I'm so on board with you. You can tell RNG were kind of caught off guard by the aggression from the Wraith King there. I think both teams both teams were going to settle into this farming game, especially with an Arc Warden on your team. A lot of teams have the tendency to do that, but IG so good throughout the qualifiers at playing at a faster tempo.
Yeah, it's just solid team. They now drop the roster awards. Charge coming forward. IG, you've got to be careful here. Sail's already being thrown. It's going to hit on 2. Kiting away. Galia rolling Thunder now. They're going to look to dive, perhaps. The mech coming out already. ZZ diving forward. He's got that ultimate available. He does not care about going down once. Nice now a grip onto Setsu. He's in a ton of trouble here. Emo moving forwards. Man avoided by Monet, who's still in the back lines. Will finish with the Arc Warp now with a double kill. And they're going to continue to pursue. Now ZZ stuck under tower. He's going to go down here. Dogfights will escape with a nice juke up to the high ground into TP. But man, IG, what?
It just felt like an overcommitment there. There's no I know they're trying to get aggressive, but yeah, the Omni Knight was just never in that fight. And
look at the item choice as well. You can already see IG buckling up for a long one, and
this seems weird to me, right? That your Wraith King went Blink Dagger after his minus, and your Omni's building minus. Is that right?
I'm okay with it. It's just that you're going to fight anyway as 5 with these Midases, and stay strong, go toe to toe, but be able to outscale, or at least stay relevant as the game continues, or take the fight you won and get out of there.
Greaves get nerfed. I didn't see it.
You're playing into AA. Perhaps that's part of the reason.
That's okay. All right. Stupid.
I think it's more value just because of that. And you're playing against Darkseer.
We saw so many early Greaves games at Epicenter and early Pipe games, and they felt so good, and yet we're seeing relatively few Greaves rush, a few more Pipe rushes in these games here.
Ouch.
But yeah, that takes that off the table.
Yeah, ZZ just gets absolutely obliterated. And I'm concerned RNG with all the tempo in this game.
I mean, 2 deaths in about a minute there for that Wraith King, and the AM now, again, as little as early deaths matter. We talked about so much deaths before the 10-minute marker just completely. All of a sudden, these deaths at 16, 17 minutes, your carry dies twice, and look at the gap the AM has opened up.
Bottom now, Pangolier rolling forwards, Lanam taking a lot of damage here. We'll be able to bash Ollie down. He's dead. Dogfights will finish off 1 kill, now getting Netherstruck. However, does have the teleport, but here's Monet. This is going to be a ton of gold going the way of him.
I love the sound effect. Oh no, he holds the Mana Void. Aww.
Let him get the boards. There you go. Monet picks up a ton of gold, and all of a sudden he's 500 gold ahead of the game.
Yeah.
This is getting scary because the window for IG to win this game is going to be post the AM6 slot when they have their Arc Warden fully online and decked out. But right now, feels like Monet is going to hit that wonderful Battle Fury, Manta, Basher, BKB timing,
and you can
then
already see it. He already. I love that he just already has the items queued up. He is not screwing around. After that mana style, he wants to be battle AM. He realizes he's gonna have the chance of where this game is going and the farm that he's getting to end the game before the Arc Warden 25 can come into play. It's a really fun game so far.
It has. This is more action than we saw in like
for 2 days.
Series or two.
And that's kind of the thing, right? I expected these to be the two teams playing in the Winners Bracket final.
And you were wrong.
Thank you, Kyle.
But at least we're here together, casting this lower bracket. The AAL coming forward into initiation. On top of Emo, he will get ice blasted, taking a ton of damage. The GA, though, on top of the Nether Strike, Lana, the ultimate, will that be enough? Oh, Emo, we've got a couple more ticks. Oh, the Monet! He's in the bubble. Gonna be pushed up by Monet. Ballyrunes have spawned as well. A 2-for-1 exchange, however, because both Lena and Airbreaker have died in the back lines. Flyby trying to escape now. Has that hood. Surge back. Dog fights will not be able to land the kill. Monet scoops out both bounties, and once again, Afu, always aware of the clock, gonna find his way to the boundary room top. Will not be able to get the aggressive, but he does have a friendly Darks here who will bottle up his own.
Yeah, we're just getting into this. We're getting into this time of game where, bar losing all of the other 4 heroes, the only thing that matters in the fight is whether the AM dies. If he is living through these fights, he's just going to continue to open up that gap.
And the concern I have is it just feels like, I don't know, I mean, concern. I don't even know who I'm supposed to be rooting for here. But point is,
good Dota,
RNG just have an easier time finding kills because of this AM and because of the Spirit Breaker. Once he has the Basher, all of a sudden, just a charge and a blink in, any isolated hero could just go down immediately. Whereas IG, you know, you need your carry. You need your thing with the Midas to be your primary playmaker. That's what he's looking to do right now.
To create here.
5 heroes on the hill. This is happening immediately. Oh, he gets the counterspell onto the stun. ZZ's gonna have to turn around immediately. The trap onto the Spirit Breaker. Lana in some trouble. Will just down and go and die. Dogfights rolling around. Misses the swashbuckle, and I do believe RNG will be able to disengage here. ZZZ looking to get frisky. Will have the Cold Feet on top of him. No, back from Lan M. They're looking to fight here. RNG. Cold Feet. He just died. He wasn't able to get mana out because he went too deep. It's an anti-mage. You can't fight him, bro. Tanks the charge. Lana more will land his ultimate onto Ali, and now a great vac or wall rather.
It's not
Monet picks up Rasta, and they're going to continue to pursue Omni Knight now, the next target.
This is looking bleak for IG because imagine what happens if In July is in position and has wall up at the beginning of that fight and catches a high ground. That fight went about as well for IG as it could have gone.
And a question, you have 3 Midases. You are going to go 3 Midases. Why then force the pressure so hard?
I'm telling you, my read on this game really changed when we saw the Wraith King die twice in a minute, around the 16, 17 minute mark, and in between, the Omni Midas came up on the screen, and I'm going, all of our talk Wraith King going Blink Dagger, and IG looking to get aggressive, forcing things a little bit to bottom lane. Is the Omni Knight on the same page as this team? Are they reading the game the same way?
And when IG looks good, I feel like this is when it is. So you have a couple of, I think, critical components of a draft, which is 1, Lan M on a hero that either dominates a lane or can rotate around the map and kill things. And 2nd, you have Monet on a hyper carry. That's when this team is scared. And if you look at their series earlier today, let me just double check that I'm not crazy here. I do believe he was playing more of those like traditional cores and not the super carries. They lost to an N-Mage, I know, and then I believe they picked N-Mage and got others. So
yeah,
perhaps that was E-Home just having an excellent read.
Well, again, that's going to happen when you're drafting against Xiao. This is, I mean, the Basher is already on. Do you agree with completing the missile here as he has queued up, or do you think you dip back for the BKB?
I'm Not sure. I'll get in the moment.
Like some action.
Charge? No. Nothing. Ult on the dogfight. He's going to tank an ABS. No, the Heavenly Grace should save him. He should his last damage. Very well played.
Yeah, but these cells are being used defensively. IG out of the fights. There's no inroads in formation on the RNG side.
They don't have the ability to do so. Look at Lana. He's just around the map. Got vision of Emo. He'll target him. No problem. Nobody's back in base. Just the vision advantage for RNG thanks to this big cow. And look at Monet just blinking forward, just asserting dominance. These are my creeps.
This is our map. RNG just schoolyard bullying right now. And look, you can tell the mentality of a team. 3 people are rotating into the Radiant primary jungle so that Wraith King can do a stack camp.
Setsu dealing with the Arc and split pressure. There are bots up on Emo. Has the Ulnar-itis finished, of course. Next item, Shadow Blade, that'll be complete soon as well, but it's that Hex. That's what they really need, because right now, they can't do these sort of plays so easily unless the Wraith King's there. As I take a ton of damage, gets a War Trap now, but ZZ's already dead. Dogfight's doing what he can to create space, but he's got to get out of here as well. And now the Omni Knight being pursued. Monet, smack him in the face. The gun will miss, but Lanham's charge, that's targetable. And he'll land that, no problem. Monet gonna blink one more time. Does land the bash last hit. Double kill. Godlike streak now for the Monet AM. And as you can see, bottom lane, top shrine area, they're still just farming. Oh, with 0.3 to go. He's right on top of Dogfight. There's now no stun available. And look, what do you know? Monet, with that blink cooldown talent, so mobile around the map, gonna blink in, finds the kill. Beyond godlike.
I don't see that hero dying. Are some really great play, and you saw it. Angel lost his life in the process, but if he gets off a proper vac wall combo against even one of the big cores on IG, it's just going to be so hard for them to start a fight.
And that's base skip. What do you think the stats are on teams winning games with 4 positions that don't have stuns?
Don't know if they're very good, to be honest.
Could you give me the numbers, though?
No.
What are you talking about? 4 positions without stuns? Panga's got a stun.
True, but he doesn't have a stun for the first 2 minutes of the game.
All right, fair enough.
Emo charge, that's the clone. He's fine.
Yeah.
Skip for a second.
So, is running out soon. Sure, part of the problem in this game is that they have, like, there's 2 different strategies going on. There's the Wraith King Omni, and then there's the Arc.
Yeah.
And the Wraith King has tried to pivot into becoming, like, the space-making hero, but it's not happening. Supports don't have anybody to play with.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was trying to say with the Omni Midas comment. It's just, it seems disjointed. Like, the cores are not on the same page in terms of how they want to play tempo of the game.
And can I just say, I love this pick as a counter to the Arc Warden, because in theory, if you're trying to go the typical, like, looking right-click build, it's not great against bubble. Hold up, Emo's charged. That's real.
Yeah, it's a real hero.
What?
He's
What a ward. As it fades, 17 seconds left, but it gives the vision for the charge, and that's an easy slay.
You see more?
They're actually just scouting.
They know. They got the stun.
That's
that big for more?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, Setsu! Yeah. What a beast. They are styling on him.
Jeez.
I'll let him respawn.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's unbelievable. What a play by Setsu. And you can see that they have both. I love the Spirit Breaker, because you have a support to provide tons of vision, and the Spirit Breaker, who not only consumes it, but provides more of it himself. You find that first kill, the map opens up, suddenly you could be anywhere, especially when Monet is blinking around the map every 3.5 seconds. He took both the blink cooldown and the blink cast range. So he's everywhere else. Look how fast he travels toward mid.
Yeah.
He beat the Sleep Wave.
And especially if you can get it in combination with Archer, talk about that Spirit Breaker, it's just a no-brainer.
You need a PhD to recognize the RNG's draft.
True. And that's a problem. That tags Lena. I mean, if any of these dire heroes just come into vision, you get charged, and
it's so much damage. He just spell him
immediately lagooned.
Oh, is going to do over 1,000 pure damage. Yeah,
there you go. No DA for you.
Disarm on the Monet, actually finishing the Abyssal, not even going for the BKB. He doesn't see the necessity because he's just so damn far ahead and blinks immediately. Emo, the charge coming forward. Lana gonna hit 2. Oh! Double stun on top of it with the wall. So much damage coming out. Emo is dead. He's buyback, sure, but DZZ once again will fall. Ollie too. And they're just gonna walk away now. Fly by, surging himself. Line M running, and maybe you get Afu here, but another stun by Setsu.
Oh, they can turn though.
Can they?
Yeah,
they use the buybacks, but they can punish.
I'm just saying that the 3 heroes of IG need to be careful chasing outside of that base.
Well, they put two together and they realized that there was that ward, but it's that ward destroyed them. Like, it killed the Omni Knight and then killed the Arc Warden. We're not in control of their high ground at all.
Thanks.
Smoked up immediately. I love this. You've got the buyback zone cooldown. Why not get risky? They're gonna scan on the side of Dire to try and ensure their own woods are clear. But you've got to be careful. They have absolutely no vision outside of this one ward that is not going to foresee.
Yeah, this is a really hard move to read, I think,
pinging.
if you're IG.
Yeah. I mean, and it's dangerous too because Monet can just farm and he's always close to connect if necessary. And I love this. Like, look at the long wraparound. They're going to find somebody here. Dogfight's in trouble. They're going to get the one set of bounty runes. Monet taking bottom. It's a great move. Set up around that 30-minute mark. Top. Goodbye, Ali.
The IG are going to feel fortunate if they get out of this. Only the loss of the shaman.
Tetsu. He once again guesses right, but just a little slower this time. AM. And we'll finish up with Battle Fury after the Super Wave, now level 25 as well. Goes for the Mana Void CD talent.
Butterfly.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
He is no longer out of pillar, boys and girls.
He has come out of his chrysalis. This man is finished.
What's your favorite animal, Alan?
Wow. The Burman.
What?
It's a kind of cat. It's a breed of cat.
So why didn't you just say a cat?
I think whale sharks are cool.
You know,
what's your favorite cat?
You know what it is? I would say cat because I only have that high school education. You got a PhD.
No, we have Burmans. That's the breed of cat that my wife and I like.
What's your favorite animal? Answer the question.
Yeah, what's your favorite animal?
It's not tough. I got a lot of favorite animals. I used to love cheetahs when I was younger. I love dolphins. I really like bumblebees. I think that honey is awesome, and it's one of the coolest substances ever. But we can't get into that right now because we have a fake top, or did we? Because he's already dead. Soon to follow. Do these heroes have buyback? No, my friends. They do not. That means at least one Rex will almost certainly go the way of RNG. The set's in a 2Ps, and now how much damage does this ultimate do? 1,151.57.
Oh.
That is a lot. Thank God Valve covered the math for me because I wouldn't be able to figure that out. Charge on a light speed. And this teleport is being camped. Emo cannot actually come back.
It's not one-shotting Roshan with Dark Warden, but it's pretty entertaining nonetheless.
And look at this. That's the clone once dead, but they're not interested in this Dark Warden. Just any sort of minefield.
No.
They clean up the clone about as fast as BO1 did, really. Actually, it took him a bit longer. I agree.
I'm not taking that bait. Even I don't
Speaking of bait,
even I don't fall for every one of them.
Speaking of bait, do you like to fish?
Good.
Do you like to fish?
I'm fishing right now.
You're fishing right now. That's what I was angling for.
Oh my lord, get me out. Oh, poor skeletons. Come on, one day.
They're back.
Cruelty to undead. These are only worth 5 gold. Man.
Yeah.
So is this much the awkward pick of the AM?
I think it's more about that mistake. They made 2 critical errors. One was the fight bottom around the tier 2 with it really for nothing. And then
I think it's okay if Wraith King doesn't die like immediately afterwards.
Look, there is I used to sing this song back when I was a pro player, oftentimes in frustration, and it went like this: "Walk the high ground with no vision," and that's exactly what they did in the album. And
Fair
that
enough.
was the big mistake.
I like that song.
I do too.
You need to take that on the road.
Yeah, I do.
Fight of the
ZZZ
game
is in a lot of
eventually.
trouble. And yeah, he's actually. I mean,
Hold up,
3-man
yeah.
back ball, 3-man AA ultimate dog. It is rolling forward. The
And the
GA
Yeah,
popped
he's
as
not
well. Five going to the Wraith King. He's trying to get back in here, but there's two top shrines. He had to keep bottom.
Land.
Will not be here in time. Aegis has already gone down as a blink phone from Monet will ensure Darkseer's dead. Everybody's dead. Monet running rampant onto Emo. Man of Void. Double kill. Beyond godlike. And ZZZ will die the third time in that engagement as dogfights will be the last alive. But unfortunately, IG 5-0 technically as RNG easily cleaned out in this first game. 39 to 19, a 26k gold lead. Guys, what happened there?
Don't run up the high ground with vision. Don't run up the high ground with no vision.
Exactly.
Pick our coordinate if you don't know what you're doing.
Wow.
Drop
Base camp.